It's a weird title. Okay. I've got a ton of books this week. This week was a pretty big week in terms of variants, and it was just a big week in general. A lot of stuff came out, a lot of good stuff came out. And I've got another box. Because I'm still out of bags at my store. And I need more boxes anyways. Like there's a bag there. Right here. Full of comic books. And there's one right there. Full of comic books. I need to condense everything. I've kind of just got everything thrown around. So much though that Moogle over here is knocked over. And I've got Goose back there from Saga. But alright, let's jump in it. Let me move some stuff around. I've got my notebook. I like this notebook. I feel like I don't write enough in it. But I've used it to kill 3 different spiders. Yep. That's a fact you know now. Good luck forgetting it. Let's put this here. I have several hats at my desk too. Running out of space. I need a bigger desk. See, if I get a bigger desk, I have this awesome thing. It's kind of in this corner here. Can't really see it. It's got a stand for a phone or a webcam, and it's got its own light, so we could do some ASMR, painting, or reading books, comic books. It'd be cool to go through the comic books, kind of maybe pick one from each publisher to either read during our weekly comic books or talk about more in depth. But that's for later, when I move and have more streaming space. For those of you watching on YouTube, I stream ASMR every Wednesday. 10 to really whenever. I say 10 is tentative. I went live like 20 minutes late today. Me too. Okay, this doesn't really count as a new book, but it did come out this week. This week's the first week it's available, so I guess it counts. But this is the second printing cover for Venom #2. Donny Cates. Got a Miles Morales Spidey in the corner here. This style of Eddie Brock I really like. It's kind of like classic Venom like big bulky looking, but it's this Eddie Brock with like long hair, and he's like gritty and whatnot. Let me see, I don't know if my chat is working. Oh well, I guess we'll figure out later. Next up, let me know, by the way, if the rain sounds are too loud or not loud enough. Next up, Weapon H. Weapon H is almost at a point where I can kind of binge read it. I'm gonna wait until issue 7 to read 2 through 7. I like being able to read a couple issues at once, especially Marvel books. But on the front here, ladies and gentlemen, meet the newest employee of the Roxxon Corporation. Weapon H is the human hybrid of Hulk and the Wolverine Project. Or the Weapon X Project. Pretty cool. Next up, I don't know if it was last issue because I didn't read last issue, or this issue that this person has been introduced, but this is X-Men Gold #6, or X-Men Red #6. Not gold, it's red. The color is is red. This is, I think it's Nazan, something like that. He's kind of a character who gets angry and gets powers. I guess in this, Jean Grey is trying to get rid of his like PTSD or childhood memories that are not good, because he was a mutant and cast out of his family because of it. Pretty cool. And in typical X-Men Red fashion, the variant is a headshot of that character. Pretty cool. I thought it was like a transformed Namor at first. This book I'm really excited about. This is from Titan Comics, Stat Express, which I believe is just like a subsidiary of Titans, kind of like Vertigo is to DC, that kind of deal. This is Dead Life. Let's see what the quote says. This book re-envisions the genre, which is horror, in a way that is welcome and needed. You might have thought you've seen it all, but I guarantee you ain't seen nothing yet. This book's a 3-part series. This book's like 50 pages or something. It's huge. And it's a new zombie book. We don't know exactly how the zombies came about. It has something to do with this kind of not holy grail, but this kind of like vase or chalice or something that this kid finds in his grandfather's attic while he's there, while his parents are away. The main character is the dad, and the parents were on like vacation or something, and they come back to pick up the kid from the grandparents because they were watching him, and the grandpa finds out that the chalice is missing and goes ballistic and goes to find it. And the house that the kid was playing at, the kid had taken the chalice over there to play with like their neighbor or whatever. They're all dead, turned to zombies, blood everywhere, and it's just like 50 pages of people dying, and it's gruesome and it's great, and it's a cool, it's not as, I don't know, they say the word zombie in it, which I kind of don't like, but I don't like the self-awareness, but it's kind of a new take on zombies, which is pretty cool. Oh, and these zombies can manipulate weapons and can learn. Like one of them accidentally misfires a gun, and then they learn from that and fire it correctly. It's pretty cool. And then this is just the variant cover. This is the main character, the dad. I think I don't know if we hear his name. I'm not sure. This is from Aftershock, Lost City Explorers 2. These kids gotta explore these underground subways and tunnels and find something kind of unexpected. Didn't read this issue yet. It seems like an okay series. I'm gonna give it like this book and the next one before I really give it an actual judgment, because it seems okay. It seems a little slow. Yeah. I think this is the last kind of weirdo book. Weirdo being independent. This is from Aspen Comics. I got this specifically because of the next cover. But I figured I'd try it out. This is Soulfire #1. It's got a dragon Aspen's trying to get their own team of mutants or people with powers or people that are different, you know. And it's got this dragon and this chick that's like half fairy, but it's like mechanical fairy. I don't know. This is the cover that I wanted. It's not I have a couple issues this week from Tula Lote. It's not her, but it's an interesting cover. And I had been looking at Aspen Comics for a while and waiting for a #1 to try and pick up to see what that publisher likes to publish. So I figure this is a good jumping on point. So far, a little under impressed. Like I said, for Lost Explorers, I'm gonna give this Soulfire a couple more books. Maybe try a couple more Aspen Comics books. And I believe one of the representatives from Aspen actually reached out to my store to talk about and give like PDFs of upcoming books so we could read them in advance. That's pretty cool. Okay. Next up, I'm gonna save. Okay, I guess we're not done with the independent stuff, but we're done with the obscure independent stuff. This Image, Skyward #4. If you remember, this book is the like not no gravity, but basically like 25% of gravity that we have currently. These people, you know, they live their lives basically flying around whatever city, hopping from building to building because there's 25% less gravity or some large percentage. So you can just like jump up and jump 100 feet, you know, basically fly throughout the air. It's a really cool and unique idea. I don't think I've heard of another comic book doing something like that takes place on Earth, you know. Stellar #2. Stellar is the character Stellar. I think in this issue we'll find out a little bit more about her backstory. Find out because motorcycle. Because last issue, the first issue, we got this kind of ominous vibe. Like she says, "Oh, I'm doing these great things now. I'm saving children. I'm saving slaves because of the horrible things I've done in my past." And I think in this issue we'll get a glimpse of that. It's the Weatherman 2, also from Image. I don't know why I have this book. I didn't read the first one, but someone said it was really good, so still haven't read it. But this week's the boss is out of town, so I can read a lot of comics at work, so I'll get to catch up. So I don't have to spend time reading at home, you know. Got all the books at work to read. This isn't actually from this week. This is Scooby Apocalypse #25. Last Stand. What's it say at the bottom there? What am I gone? Also in this issue, the adventure continues with Secret Squirrel. What the hell? So this is the Death of Fred. Oh, this issue, when it came out, was going nuts. I'm gonna check. It reached like a peak of $25, I think, which is insane for a week 1 book. It's on one of the searches. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it's gone way down. Buy it now is for like $7, $8. But it's the Death of Fred key issue, I Next up, Gideon Falls, number 5. I think this book just got optioned to be up for a TV show. I think a TV show, not a movie. I would love for HBO to pick this book up. Either them or Netflix, but HBO I think can be a little bit more open, or they have a little bit more freedom with the psychological and horror aspect of things. I don't know how far Netflix can go, although Netflix did have the Human Centipede. So I don't know if this is worse than the Human Centipede. Content-wise, maturity-wise. Ice Cream Man number 5. Yeah. Ice Cream Man number 5. Featuring a person falling from what looks to be a skyscraper. Don't know what that's about. There was kind of a hiatus for Ice Cream Man. I think it was 2 months. Yeah, 2 months the Ice Cream Man didn't come out. I'm glad it's back. This book's fantastic. I'm curious to see how the Ice Cream Man plays into this, or if they'll start to tie the different issues, together. Next up, this is the variant cover for Ice Cream Man number 5. Kind of concentric faces in this person. Maybe that's the theme. Maybe it's repetition. Maybe he's got an office job and he can't take the repetition and jumps. I don't know. I have to read it and find out. Looks cool, yeah, I know. I agree. Ice Cream Man's great. I think I misspoke last month. This is Infidel number 5. I think I said that number 4 was the last one. Number 5 is for sure the last one. I was pleasantly surprised when I saw this about a month ago on the final order date. I was like, oh, okay, I guess I was wrong. There are 5. This is a great series. I can't wait to be able to finish it. I'm just gonna restart from number 1 now that I have them all. And see the conclusion of this kind of psychological horror book. If you look, this creature's kind of like deformed. It's like a human body, but just twisted in like the most weird way. And that appeals to every part of me that loves Silent Hill. And then of course this is the variant cover. It's pretty great. It's the same artist. I like the varying art styles. Like this one's very 2D, very flat, very cartoony, and this one's very 3D and detailed, gross, very Silent Hill-esque. Yeah. Next up, Mark Millar's The Magic Order number 2. This book actually flew off the shelves, and not because of the ghost that constantly pushes comics off my walls. This book is fantastic. It's like Harry Potter, but for adults. And we talked about it last month. And it's kind of like this order of magicians. Who would have thunk? That kind of protect the world. And they don't know about it. It's really cool. It's really unique. And there's only going to be 6 issues. So here's cover B, I guess. It's that same cover but black and white. She appears to be underwater. Speaking of ghosts, I think I ice cream found one. Oh no. Oh jeez. And then this is a different alternate cover. I kind of like this guy. He's very, like 1800s. Yeah, top streamers. Click the link. Almost at 40 votes. 248th in IRL. It kind of reminds me of Jack of Blades from Fable. The main bad guy from Fable 1. Pretty fucking cool. Next up, a very disappointing book. I made sure I read this one because I wanted to know the follow-up to the disaster that was 2 weeks ago. This is Batman number 51, written by Tom King. Tom King, if you're listening to this, I'm disappointed in you. Is IRL a very popular category? You're always so much further down in that one than you are in games. Yeah, it is. Go to the IRL directory. There's tons of people streaming in IRL. Not so much ASMR, but a lot of people like just doing random shit. Like unboxing things or just talking, you know. It's a common, like, in between games or before games category. Just like, you know, start the stream in IRL, talk to people for a little while, then hop into a game. So, to save people the trouble of buying this book, Batman doesn't acknowledge that him and Catwoman didn't get married. He's kind of just like, he doesn't directly acknowledge it. There's like a ring hanging from his window, like kind of like the pull cord, like to pull the shades down. There's a ring, and he like touches it. Should do a Loot Crate unboxing or something. I mean, I need Loot Crates to be able to do that. But yeah, I like unboxing stuff. He's kind of sad, and then he gets. He gets jury duty. Batman gets jury duty, which is kind of cool, but kind of weird. Like, okay, he's Bruce Wayne. He's a citizen of Gotham. That's what he says. He's like, I'm just doing my duty like everyone. He's a detective, right? So he should be able to do well, and that's kind of cool. But at the same time, Gordon signals the bat signal, and Batman shows up. But it's not Batman. It's not Bruce. Gordon's like, you're not him. You're the other him. It's Dick Grayson. Or Nightwing. Which will coincide with the Nightwing story in the Nightwing book. Somehow, I'm not sure. I don't read Nightwing. Could do an Amazon haul unboxing and lead to an ASMR painting session with all the figures you ordered. Yeah. I've got to figure out a way to set up with my light thing over here that I got, and the desk to be able to paint, because I'd like to do that. But that would be in creative, not IRL. I think it would probably do better in creative. But anyway, long story short, there was a disaster 2 weeks ago. They didn't get married, and in this issue, it's still a fucking disaster. They didn't justify anything. They didn't do anything like that. Batman's got fucking jury duty. I don't know. I'm so disappointed in Batman. Like the title. Definitely order enough stuff for an unboxing of some sort. I only order like 1 or 2 things at a time, and they're normally like super cheap. just wanted to let you know that it smells very bad in here. Because my dog farted. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. There's a Blue Eyes White Dragon Funko Pop. I'm looking up the Elgato Stream Deck. Oh shit. It's back up. So for Amazon Prime Day, it was $99. And now it's back up. It's below its normal price, but it's back up to $130. Should've just got it then. Idiot. That's the next thing that I want to get. And that'll just cover the money that I've made from streaming. Okay, next. No more dog fart talk. She does. The beginning of the end for Batwoman. Batwoman, issue 17. Time of Your Life, part 1. This book ends next month, and I'm kinda sad. They've taken Batwoman in a different direction than I would have imagined. I think they're just trying to lower the amount of bad books, like different bad books, because Batgirl ended, or is ending. There's no Batwing. There's only like the infinite amount of Batman titles. Batman Beyond. Look at this cover. This cover's fantastic. She's got like these red cogs all over. I just don't understand why they would make such a villain out of her. And why they can't have her be like the female Batman like she's supposed to be. She's supposed to be Bruce's counterpart. And try and make, I don't know, kind of show that a woman could do just as well as Batman, but they haven't been doing that very well. And that's evident by them ending it at issue 18, when Batman's at issue 51. Like, yeah, Batman's at twice a month, but still, that would be like issue 56, or 26. She just needs her own villains that are well made. She needs a good story. She could even like Green Arrow is in a different city than Gotham. So Superman, she could have like her own city that she protects. And that's kind of what's going on with Catwoman right now. Catwoman just got, she left Gotham when she, didn't get married to Bruce. So I think she could. I think Batwoman could get her own city too. But no one. If I enjoyed writing and was good at writing, I'd fucking write for Batwoman. But does DC have any new characters at all? Old characters they keep making new stories for? They do have some new characters. I don't think I have any new ones this week. Oh, I do. There's a bunch of new books. There's a couple new team books. There's Silencer, who's a chick that can make an area silenced, and she's like an assassin. There's Damage, who is like their Hulk. There's Brimstone, which is like their Ghost Rider. There's Sideways, which is sort of like Spidey. I guess that's it. Their creativity is lacking, if I must say. But here's cover B. Like, look at that color. That cover's so fantastic. It's got the moon circle in the background. Kind of looks like she's doing a Spider-Man 300 pose on the motorcycle. If you just take the motorcycle away, It's a sweet cover anyway. She fucking rides motorcycles and kicks bad guys' butts. She's fucking great. And I very much dislike that DC are discontinuing Batwoman. I don't know what they're gonna do with her. So, I guess on the CW show, they just announced that Batwoman's gonna be in some crossover event. In the show, anytime a character shows up in a film or TV for the first time, even sometimes video games, Batman 954. It's 854. Their first appearances go crazy. New 52, weekly 7. Maybe not. Her first appearances have been kind of going crazy right now on eBay. What the hell? I can't find them. Whatever. But, so, you know, if on the CW you've got Black Lightning, The Flash, Gotham, is that CW? I don't know. Green Arrow, Supergirl. That might be it. But these characters, if they do well on TV, they make fucking movies for them. Like Flash coming up in Justice League, that was kind of a given. But I think DC has enough room to grow to give each of these characters movies. And if Batwoman is well enough received, maybe Batwoman will get her own movie. Maybe we'll get a good fucking DC movie out of Batwoman, because Batwoman's great. And they seem to do female characters okay. You know, Wonder Woman is great. I don't know, maybe Batwoman will be great too. Next up, comic books, not movies. Justice League number 4. New Justice. Who dares learn the secrets of the Source Wall? Joker with his dumbass haircut. Justice League Now is great. Martian Manhunter is great. This Source Wall stuff's awesome because now there's more than just 52 universes. This is one of the new teams, new challengers. Which actress will be playing Batwoman? No idea. I mean, maybe it's out there. I just haven't read it. I would love to see the suit. If they go with something that's like overly revealing, I probably won't ever buy a DC book again. I'm just saying. Like Supergirl, yeah, she wears skirts all the time, but Batwoman do not change her outfit. I guess she does in Bombshells, but they don't have superpowers. Whatever. This New Challengers. This is one of the team books of new characters. It's only a 5-part series. It doesn't say. I think it's a 5-part series. Didn't read any of these. I'm just gonna wait until number 5. Read it all. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. It's whatever. Oh, another thing this week. I don't know if you can tell. Up here, you can kind of see some of the back cover because the roller that printed this book had this book slightly off. It's interesting. It doesn't make it worse. just doing it just to be sexist and gross. Like, just please don't fucking do that. That's all I'm asking for, DC. Just make Batwoman great. It'll never happen. But apparently everyone loves the CW shows, so the characters that they write must be good. I've never even watched. I've watched a couple episodes of The Flash. Or a couple scenes. Not my cup of tea, but I understand people like it. Oh, but starting this week, this week they've started to roll out the books will now cost $3.99 or more for DC. The new character series are staying $2.99 for now, but like Batman this week was $3.99. That's twice a month. 2 times a month you gotta pay $4. $4.23. When before you'd only have to pay, $2.99 plus tax. I don't know what the actual number is. I don't read this book, but this is Wildstorm number 16. I thought this cover was pretty great. It's by Warren Ellis. I know Wildstorm is very widely acclaimed. It's a sweet cover. It's like a Cthulhu kind of Lovecrafty feel to it. You've got these creepy words just like breach, 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 all the way across. Unknown unit warning. Error 7. Seems cool. Two more piles. Oh yes. The variant cover for Gideon Falls number 5. This is by Scotty Young. It's a pretty awesome cover. Reminds me of Courage the Cowardly Dog. Just the art style, the teeth. Reminds me of Courage. Pretty funny. Next up, new series. I don't think that this is going to be an ongoing series. I think this is only a couple parts. Maybe like 3 to 6. I can't remember for the life of me. But this is the life of Captain Marvel. Kind of, maybe like a retelling of her origin story. Or a reimagining of her origin story. I liked it. It was okay. The flashbacks and the present time have different art styles, and the flashback art style was very cool, very unique. It's a sweet book. There's a couple different variants for this book. There was a 1 in 50 or 1 in 25 variant by Fiona Staples that I really, really want, but our store. Hey Chicho, what's up? My store wasn't able to reach that number. Even if I stretched the numbers a little bit, I still would have had to pay a lot for that variant, and it just didn't seem worth it. I can get it, later down the road when I actually go into collecting Fiona Staples covers. You missed 42 minutes. It's okay. We still got a lot of comics. Still got 2 piles. Got it done. This week's a big week. Also, tonight I'll have it on YouTube, so this is the alternate cover for The Life of Captain Marvel by Stanley Archer. He's killing it with covers lately. He's got, for Fantastic Four, that comes out 3 weeks from now. I think it's there's Infinity Wars now coming out soon next week. Not next week. There's also the Billion tie-in books. Their own titles. It's a crazy event. In the end of this, we see Thanos. So Thanos is finally a player. It's been a good series. It's been a very inconsistent series. It does not come out every month. It's pretty disappointing. And this is the very end. I believe it's entitled Ultron Holds an Infinity Stone. That's what it said on the invoice. It's a pretty cool cover. I like this cover more than this cover. The original cover is just a bit too busy for me. Too many clashing colors, different characters. You're watching Chopped and you have an important question, okay? What's your question? Gyro. Gyroscope. A gyro in a phone. Gyrate. Close of a Killer, number 3. I think there's one more, no, 2 more weeks. No, it's one more. One more week of the number 3. And then next month is the last month of all these Hunt for Wolverine tie-ins. And then in September, we get the He's Back Bub return of the Wolverine miniseries. I can't wait for that. I want to see how Wolverine actually comes back and what they plan on doing with him. Is he going to go back to fighting his old enemies? Is he going to get new enemies? Yeah, it should be cool. I don't know why this book still exists. Cable, number 159. We've got Jean Grey and Cyclops on the front with some random kid. I don't even read this book anymore. Cable went so off the rails. And the art style just like changed so dramatically. I've just been getting it because it's Cable and is one of my favorite characters. I don't know what happened. The first 2 arcs were like pretty solid. Not 2 arcs, the first arc, the first couple comics were pretty solid. Of this kind of reboot. I want to say Jiro, they're pros and they have to know what they're talking about. But I don't know anyone that's just like that. I think that's how the Greeks say it. Gyros are from Greece, right? Or is it Italy? I'm not sure. I think that's how you pronounce it in their language, but not in English. Also, that is a literal word. You can look up gyro, short for gyroscope, gyro compass. And it's like, everyone says a bunch of different words differently. Some people say nuclear instead of nuclear. People are weird. Language is weird. The English language is weird. Next up, this cover kind of has me interested in this book. This is a Dark Horse book, Ether Copper Columns, number 3. It's a variant cover. I thought this was a Pride Month variant cover, but it's a month too late. But it's got a number of different creatures up top. There's a kind of monkey man, a fairy lady, a bunch of monsters, a jellyfish monster, it's not even. Yeah, I know, but you know. Okay, GIF or GIF. You know, people say that differently, even though it's clearly GIF. Low Life's number 2 from IDW. This is the book about the lady who gets sexually assaulted by like a robber, and the significant other male comes home, who's a police officer, and has the quick snap decision of chasing after the perpetrator. As some people would do, chase after him, being a police officer, to try and catch him, doesn't catch him. Get home to find a significant other that was assaulted in the shower, all the evidence washed away, and now the cop is going through this kind of mental torment of, did I do the right thing? It seems like an okay kind of, I don't think it's a limited series, but it seems like an okay premise for like one story arc. And the first book was pretty great, so a good dramatic book. 25 Years of the X-Files gets you this awesome title. The X-Files Case Files. Who goes there? What? IDW, come on. Who goes there? Are you serious? Just wait. It gets worse. It gets literally worse. Oh, last stack of comics. This is the cover B. I'm gonna let that soak in for a little bit. Okay. Who goes there? I like how it's kind of like a parchment drawing they drew on the IDW first issue cover B. And it's got kind of like a ragged edge. Not really, but that's just, you know, that's how the art is. It's pretty nice. Nice touch. Who goes there? There's 2 parts to that book. I love the X-Files miniseries. There's always, they release them in like story arcs instead of one ongoing series. It's always just like a miniseries, a miniseries, a miniseries. I think they're all just like different writers. Next up, a book I'm actually kind of excited about, Aphrodite 5. This book is in some conjunction with Cyberforce. It mentions Cyberforce, like technology or incorporation or something, in this book, which is pretty good. Aphrodite 5 is basically like an AI in a line of AIs that goes up to like 15 or 14 or something like that. And she like defected. She was supposed to be decommissioned, and her AI consciousness was going to be used in the making of Aphrodite 6. But she was like, "No, fuck you guys. I'm a person now." It just bounced. And then we're kind of dropped into this world of this millionaire guy who's trying to sell some kind of technology to a mayor of Los Angeles. And outside he gets attacked, and Aphrodite comes to the rescue and like tears off a cop door, police officer's car door, and just like smacks this dude in armor with it. They take her in for questioning. She has no fingerprints, nothing like that. Then she like breaks out, and that's like basically it. it seems like the millionaire guy and this chick are going to like have some kind of friendship or whatever. She like kind of opened up about her past and how she became like, kind of like a rogue AI. But she's like, she mentions that she feels free. She knows she was created, but now she just like feels like her own person, kind of like synths from Fallout 4. Defected synths. It's pretty cool. She's even like, my creators made me beautiful because my enemies are prone to thinking that beautiful things are incapable of killing them or something like that. Or beautiful things are inferior or something. It's pretty cool. It's a good book. And if it ties in with cyberspace, or cyberspace, Cyberforce, that's even more cool. Old Man Hawkeye #7. We've got regular Hawkeye in the middle with an arrow in his back. Young Hawkeye. It's interesting. I'll see what that's about soon. I'll report back maybe next month. This book is, I think, 2 weeks late. This is the Century #1. Our comic book store got shorted all of the ones that we ordered. They didn't send us any. So I wrote a professional email to our distributor asking why we didn't get any. They said, oh, okay, I know the problem. And then next week, we got a credit for them, but no books. So I had to order more. And then wait another week. That's what happens when your main comic distributor is the only one. But it's written by Jeff Lemire. It's a Sentry. A Sentry is an old returning character. This one actually features like the Sentry family. It's kind of... It reminds me a lot of the Incredibles. Even though they're not really the same, but it's kind of just like a super family. And I think it would do well as like a TV show or a quick movie. This is it for Spider-Gwen #34. This is the last issue of this run. A callback to issue 0, I believe, not issue 1 for Spider-Gwen. Cover swipe. She's gonna be the main focus, or one of the main focuses in the Spider-Geddon, or the Edge of Spider-Geddon miniseries that's gonna be happening next month. Her and Miles Morales, I think, to lead up to the new animated Spider-Man movie, because it features both Miles Morales, Peter Parker, Spider-Gwen, like all these different spider costume people. And the next couple books are just old books that Tula Lote did the cover art for. Got Grass Kings #4. Heard this series was a great one. I never really got past the interior art. Just didn't have time or whatever. Didn't want to put the effort into finding the first couple. Because currently this is the only one that I can order. This is like as far back as I can order. But it's a Tula Lote cover, so gotta get it. Same thing with these. This is Valiant's 4001 AD #2. It's a magnificent cover. The first issue of Grass Kings is really good. Nice. It looks cool. All of the covers are very intriguing. This book I'm not too sure about. I don't know too much about the Valiant universe. I don't know where 4001 AD fits, or what characters are in it, if it's original characters or returning Valiant characters or anything like that. desk. It's got kind of all these little like computer wires, like circuit board wires. They're pretty cool. Looks like a motherboard. And this is the last book of the week. These didn't come out this week, but you know, 4000 AD, number 4. Now this one looks very much like Tuolote. The other one was kind of a person from the side, but she draws in a very specific art style, and you can kind of see it on this lady's face. Just the way that she draws people, I guess, is very unique, or very outstanding, I guess. And so I might pick up both these books, try and read Grass Kings at 4001. I'll give them a try. You know, I don't read too much Valiant. I'm actually trying to get into trying to get back into Ninjak. I read some of the old stuff, but the newest, like 2015 series, I think it is. Just too far behind. I gotta find some trades or whatever. It's funny because no one that comes to my store likes Valiant, or maybe they don't like it enough to get their weekly books or their monthly books. There's like one person for each other. There's like a guy who gets BPRD, which is Hellboy stuff. For Dark Horse, there's someone who gets Star Trek stuff. For IDW, there's me, you know, IDW for like, you know, random stuff like Dungeons and Dragons or X-Files, something like that. Aftershock, there's me and a couple of guys that get their like horror comic books. Boom, people get a bunch of the like Go-Go Power Rangers or is Labyrinth from Boom. I don't know, Coda, you know, these kind of miscellaneous. There's Dynamite. People get like Grim Fairy Tales and stuff like that. There's at least one person, and we have about 100 normal subscribers. There's at least one person for each, kind of independent. Like I guess I'm our Aspen and Titan Comics guy, but yeah, I want to get back into Ninjak. The covers are looking pretty sick, and I know Tuolote did a cover for the first Ninjak from the 2015 series that featured Roku on the cover. I guess it was the first appearance of Roku, and I kind of want to read it. And Exo Manowar is still going strong, and all that stuff. So hopefully, within the next couple months, I'll be able to get some interest in that stuff if I start bringing it into our store. Because maybe people just don't know that these characters still are around. You know, Valiant just recently had like this big event, and kind of no one was talking about it in my store, which is frequent because we have a lot of, oh, I only get Marvel books, or oh, I only get Batman books. A lot of those kind of people in my store. But yeah, that's it for comic books. I'll show you. This is a little under half of the stack. It's pretty good, I guess. Thank God for discounts. The moment I stop working, thanks for stopping by, Chicho. The moment I stop working at a comic book store is the moment I cut my sub list by like 95%. It'll be like some random horror books and like 1 or 2 image books. Maybe I'll just start reading them online. Cut down on space. I had someone come in today, or was it yesterday? And they were like, oh, I love comic books. Did you know that you could go to this website, insert some dumb website, .com, and read all of the new books for free? You do realize that my income, the because it's free and you want to risk being arrested so you don't have to buy comic books. But like, I was trying to pitch him some comic books and he's like, yeah, I might just read them online for free. Like, come on, guy. Exactly, why was he even there? Our store's literally comics and games. That's it. Tales of Adventure comics and games on the big sign out front. Why else were you there? I mean, I guess, we have key issues. We have tons and tons of, like, big wall books. But, like, come on, man. Come on. Send him to the dollar bin. Get him hooked. We have 90 boxes of dollar bins. Sometime I'll show you a picture. We change these dollar bins out every month. Every month. I spend one whole day moving 90 boxes out, moving 90 new ones in. Because we have so many dollar books. He's missing out on so much. We have a whole warehouse. But because he says he'd rather, instead of supporting a local business, instead of supporting the local comic book store, he'd rather read them online for free. I'm just not gonna fucking talk to him. I'm gonna be petty. He's probably never gonna come back in anyway. Alright, well, that's it for comics for today. We're gonna switch over to Stardew Valley. Yeah, let's head into it. Stardew Valley is amazingly fun. And it's really